Welcome to Tom's Life Lab, the space where we experiment with ideas, challenge assumptions, and unlock deeper potential. Today we're exploring a mindset shift that can change everything, and that is, I happen to my life, not my life happens to me. Most of us are taught either subtly or directly that life is something that happens to us. We react, we respond, we cope, we manage, and over time we start to believe that we're passengers in our own story. But what if that's not true? And what if we're not passengers at all, but actually we're in the driving seat? And this isn't about control, it's about agency. It's the ability to choose how we show up, what we focus on, and how we respond, even when circumstances might be outside our control. So that shift from life happens to me to I happen to my life might be subtle, but it could be quite profound. So this could be the difference between reacting to your calendar versus designing your week with intention, between absorbing other people's energy versus setting the tone in the room, between waiting for clarity and creating momentum through action. And this mindset doesn't deny reality, it meets it with a bit of presence, choice, and also with a bit of courage. So why don't more of us live in this way? Well, because it's easier, at least in the short term, to outsource responsibility, to blame the system, the culture, the timing, the other person. And sometimes we might just be tired and overwhelmed and disconnected from our own power. But agency isn't about having energy. It's about remembering that you have a choice, even in the smallest moments. So a few practices that might help you shift from reactive to proactive. First, the morning check-in. So ask yourself, what kind of energy do you want to bring in to the day? Not what's on the agenda, but how do you want to show up? Second, power of the pause. So before reacting, pause, breathe, choose a response. And then third, the end of day reflection. So ask, where did you lead today? Where did you drift? No judgment, just creating a bit of awareness. These aren't productivity hacks, they're mindset anchors. I work with a senior leader and she came to coaching feeling completely overwhelmed. Her calendar was packed, her inbox relentless. She described her days as a blur of reacting to other people's priorities. She was brilliant, respected, but she was also exhausted. And quite early on in our sessions, I asked her a simple question. Like, where in the week do you feel most like yourself? And she paused and she thought and she said, honestly, I don't know anymore. And that was a bit of a turning point. So we didn't start with jumping into time management. We started with her agency, and with the idea that she could shape her experience, not by controlling everything, but by choosing how she showed up. So we introduced a morning ritual. And before opening her laptop and settling down for the day, she'd ask herself, like, what kind of leader do I want to be today? Not what she needed to do, but how she wanted to be. And she also began blocking time to reflect, not about tasks, but on her energy. Where did she lead? What does she want to bring into the next week and the next days? And 6 months later, she wasn't working fewer hours, but she was leading differently. She's no longer waiting for that space to open up. She was really creating it. So here's the invitation. Don't wait for life to slow down. Lead it, shape it, bring yourself to it, fully, intentionally, unapologetically. Thanks for joining me in the Life Lab today. If it's resonated with you, then tell someone else about it. And in the meantime, until next time, stay curious and stay grounded and be your best self. Take care.